We're here with Coach Jason Parillo with coaching Rafael Dos Anjos. We've been asking all the fighters this. We've getting mixed questions, but earlier this week, Dana said he wanted to bring back the old style of weighing in, where the fighters would get on stage, sucked out in front of the crowd, blames the early morning weigh-ins for like Darren missing weight, Mackenzie missing weight, saying they're not getting enough time. What side of the fence do you fall on?
That's a tough one. It really is, and because I some of the athletes that I work with love the early weigh-in, and I haven't really heard many complain about it wanting to go back to the original time doing the sucked up weight on the scale. For me, the not enough time thing is kind of bullshit. And let me explain to you why. Because there is enough time.
Sure.
Just plan it a little sooner. You know what are people doing? They're trying to make weight like they are making weight at 4 o'clock. Do you know what I mean? It's just time. You know, what's the difference between, I mean, what is it, a 5, 6, 7 hour time difference or whatever it is? You know, Till or whoever these guys are missing weight, you got to do, they should have done a little math on that. You know what I mean? Now you do it just start a little earlier. You know, that's funny to me because my opinion, because I don't have to cut weight, is probably pretty irrelevant. But at the end of the day, I like the early cut for the guys. I like not having, you got to wake up and you got to still cut all day. You know, it's a grind. You know, for me, I like the early weigh-in. I think it gives guys more time to hydrate themselves as well, and that's a real big advantage to me for the early weight cut, is the amount of time that they get, you know, to replenish themselves. And that's, I think, why a lot of the fighters liked it. But now, as far as I think is the reason why Dana wants to do it is because of all the guys missing weight.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I think some of these guys got to just do a little better math. You know, it's just math, man. It's just time. It's simple math, actually.
And when we brought this up to Robert a few months ago, even before Darren missed weight, he said if Yoel missed weight, he wouldn't take the fight, and he doesn't get fighters that take the fight if their opponent misses weight because they didn't do their job. As a coach, does it really depend on how much they miss by? Like if they miss by a pound, you still want to take the fight, or if like Mackenzie Dern came in basically a whole weight class above her opponent?
Yeah, that was bullshit. You know, and we have to see, it depends on how saturated. As a coach, you should be able to look at the athlete and say, this guy's sucked up regardless. Yeah. You know what I mean? He might have a couple pounds on you, but he's sucked up. And it depends on how much money's being generated. Sure. If you're fighting for peanuts, you know, what's the point? You know, so, yeah, do you get a piece of the other guy's purse if he doesn't make weight? Sure. There's a lot of factors that come into play, really. I understand Robert's situation. He's a champion right now. When you're a champion, you're at the highest pinnacle of the professionalism of the sport. So you need to make weight, you need to be professional, and you need to come out there and do his job. So I understand where Robert's at. And then I understand that, who was the girl that you said? Mackenzie. Yeah. I understand her opponent actually taking the fight as well. You know, because, you know, she's at a stage of her career where she's got to prove some stuff, you know. It's difficult. It's kind of, it's a situational situation. It just depends on the situation, really, for the most part.
And we'll end it with this. Stephen Thompson, it seemed like unprecedented, but it makes sense where when Darren missed weight, he put it in the contract that he would only accept the fight if he re-weighed in before the fight and he didn't blow up to 200 pounds. He had to hit 183, 188. Are you more in favor of that? Because it seems like that would make sense, but not a lot of people do.
Yeah, that makes sense. Did they do that?
Yeah, and he re-weighed in around 183, hit weight, but he said he would normally blow up to around 200 pounds.
Wow, yeah, that's pretty intense. Hey, you got to have something, because, you know, some guys, I guess money doesn't become a factor to them. They're not worried about losing their 20% or 30% or whatever they end up taking from them, and just winning's the most important thing to them, and they want to go in there with a little bit of a size advantage, and that's bullshit. You know, so there's got to be some type of regulation. Obviously, if he doesn't make weight, then he can't blow up any more than, you know, that doesn't make sense. So, I mean, everybody's got an opinion about it. I'm sure there's experts and scientists and whoever all over trying to figure out what the best way to go. For me, the guys just got to be professional. You know, we're in the biggest organization in the world here, the UFC, and all these fighters have been doing this their whole lives, and they've been cutting weight, whether it's been in wrestling or whatever they've been doing their whole lives. They got to make weight. You know, there's got to be a little bit more pressure maybe on the fighters themselves. You know, maybe there's got to be a bigger penalty on the fighters themselves if they can't make weight on the time that they're supposed to make it.